I think the pure intentions of anti-doping, the intentions are not bad. I could not imagine putting something in my body. My kid thinks, oh, this is normal. Okay, I'm not a professional athlete, but I do it as well.
I understand your puzzlement and your questions, and there are no easy answers to several of them. The possible ways of pragmatically dealing with the problems that are underlying these questions. Sports is by definition unfair. Genetic reasons, you're the lucky one, and you were accompanied by the right parents and the right coaches, and were lucky enough to win a few races and you get a sponsor. There you go. It's by definition unfair. It's a real celebration of the genetic outliers. There are the exceptions. So it's very, very unfair. Whether it becomes more unfair or less unfair by using pharmacology is in a way irrelevant. It's very difficult environment because what's natural, what is unnatural. Because if we look at you as an athlete today, we can actually say that it's totally unnatural. It's all constructed, it's based on empirical knowledge and actually scientific research. It's very unnatural. The shoes you wear, the swimming suit you carry. I would never want to stick a needle in myself. That's not my thing. I hate the idea. And it's a choice that you made within a certain framework of resonance of reasoning. Being accompanied by a doctor, well, stick a needle in your arm from time to time. That it comes with that profession. But at the same time being followed by a medical doctor who makes sure that you don't do absolutely stupid things. But think about football or skiing, downhill skiing. Wow. There is not one champion who still has his knee ligaments intact at the end of a career. Now, we accept that, and it says, yeah, well, that's part of the game. That's because of the sports. This sports is that. Sure, but what is now fundamentally the difference between accepting these type of sometimes incredible risks, death, with the risk of taking pharmacological substances? There has never been a tour where the winner or the runner-ups were not directly or indirectly known to have been doping. But the Tour de France has always adapted to it and to this behavior. It has never become a place where clearly everybody was just falling dead, accompanied by specialists that knew what they were doing. And if there would have been from time to time the independent look into the medical status of the athletes. Also about the use of enhancement drugs by the general population. I've heard people in Parliament ask for the introduction of compulsory urine testing in students. People are there kicked out of their job even though they had not used whatever drug people were looking for. You eat a little bit too much of poppy seed bread and you come out positive for the use of opiates. Everybody would stick to the rules and sport would be free of doping. But it's illusory. It doesn't exist because it's humans that do sports. And our view on things is that it is becoming too expensive. Naive innocence, maybe. Initially, it was quite a shock to me because what happened was that part of the sports establishment in Switzerland really had a hard time with me. It was very very emotional. Had nothing to do with thinking about facts and things like that. And actually not only of academics, even within the sports field, people are now starting to come and say, yeah, indeed, part of your reasoning sounds right. Anti-doping is very problematic. It is not as simplistic and simple as we had hoped it would be. It is that because of the limits of testing technology and testing density, we know that doping continues. Over the last 10 years, there's nothing that is showing any change. It is likely that among the winners on the podium are potentially the best cheaters. It means that athletes at the top are really under tremendous double. From one side, they know that perhaps the other guy is maybe cheating a little bit, or you're not sure. Damn, and I want to be there too. And always this questions: shall I not? Shall I not? It's very, of course, the pressure of anti-doping that is also very awful, with the real potential of being accused while you were not doping. A false positive is a real possibility. The more and more we test, the likelier, just because of statistics, athlete without him being doped intentionally. And then, which is that anti-doping today has created a pretty messy situation, which comes with a certain danger. If we would go about it in a less purist and repressive way, accepting some harm, sure, but probably in a limited way as compared to today. It would sure enough change sports with regard to what some people still hope that it could be today. But okay, I mean, sports has not always been what it is today.